I'm not interested in plural marriage anymore. I don't want to pursue another woman because I don't want that headache, the questions, the struggles, the wonder about trust. I'm not in that space.
Hi, lovely viewers. Welcome to my shocking news channel. I will explain everything. Watch this video until end. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has long claimed to have never loved several of his former wives, but the Sister Wives patriarch recently admitted that he didn't mean it. It must be cold comfort for his 3 ex-wives to hear his late-hour confession. Kody spent many years saying the most devastating things about his wives. He even compared his 3 exes to his 4th and favorite wife, Robin Brown, causing even more pain. Kody had 4 wives and 18 children when all was said and done, but the good times didn't last. By the time Sister Wives season 19 aired, 3 of Kody's 4 wives had left the plural marriage. He started off as a polygamist, but ended up in a monogamous marriage with Robin. Though he often claimed he had never loved his former wives, he recently confessed that he never meant those
I wasn't interested. I didn't feel the need to get a spiritual divorce. I was at a different spot spiritually. I believe in God, and he was great with me leaving, so a conversation with him was good enough for me.
cruel words. When Sister Wives premiered in 2010, the Browns were one big happy family. They presented an image of a functional polygamous family that made plural marriage seem like a viable option for good people. Despite the best of intentions, the show ended up chronicling the Brown family's dissolution instead. During the show's first season, Kody married Robin. It had been 16 years since he added his 3rd wife, Christine Brown, to the mix, so the family dynamic was turned upside down. It was Christine who was the first of Kody's wives to walk away from the marriage. The turning point was the moment during an episode of Sister Wives, when Christine revealed that Kody told her he wasn't attracted to her when they got married. He also told his first wife, Meri Brown, that he had never been attracted to her, nor had he ever even loved her. He implied he never loved his second wife, Janelle Brown.
I never really thought about a spiritual divorce. It didn't even occur to me because we're really not part of that church anymore. And then when Meri got one, I'm like,
Saying that he stayed with all his wives out of duty. Kody basically said that Robin was the only wife he loved. Over recent years, Kody has become more and more belligerent about his feelings for his plural wives. He often said hurtful things about them, and even used terms like soulmate to describe his feelings for Robin. This hurt his ex-wives deeply, even after they'd walked away from the marriage. During Sister Wives season 19, Kody finally admitted that he never meant those hurtful words. In a moment of extreme self-awareness, he explained that he was hurting and he lashed out in pain. It must have been very validating for Meri, Janelle, and Christine to hear him say that. Kody's sudden self-awareness doesn't mean he wants to continue being polygamous. During a recent Sister Wives season 19 episode, Kody and Robin reflect on their family. When Robin asked Kody if he missed polygamy, his answer was clear.
but if I found somebody, I would never want there to be like a weird
because Janelle,
barrier in my head. You know what I mean?
You've been married that way.
I've been married 30 years and it had validity for me. I never worried about
So, I mean, I know that Christine's perspective on it is, well, I don't believe in that faith anymore. Yeah. And I just felt like it was valid. I need to actually terminate it. I need to feel like, no, this is done.
I don't want to be flippant with my answer because we were devoted to this, but I'm not interested in plural marriage anymore, Kody said. Later he told the cameras, I don't want to pursue another woman because I don't want that headache, the questions, the struggles, the wonder about trust. I'm not in that space. Janelle Brown recently said she was finished dating, but the Sister Wives season 19 star's recent comments imply she could reconsider her decision. Janelle was the second wife of polygamist patriarch Kody Brown. In 2022, after 29 years of marriage and 6 children together, Janelle divorced Kody and walked away from polygamy. The show, which premiered in 2010, was supposed to chronicle the lives of a functional polygamous family. The idea was to contrast with all the negative stories in the media about mysterious compounds and child brides. Sadly, the Brown family fell apart. No one can ever say that Janelle didn't try to make...
So when I did the legal divorce, I knew that the spiritual part of it was still valid, because if it wasn't, what was yours? What was Robin's? What was Christine's?
Yeah, I still think it's valid.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to offend God.
If the marriage work. The Sister Wives season 19 star spent her entire adult life working to secure the family's financial future, only to walk away with nothing. She had to start her life over again in her 50s. The decision wasn't easy, and the path has been littered with heartbreak, but things have been looking up. Getting away from Kody has done wonders for her. Though she once said she was finished with dating, she recently made comments that could suggest she's more open to finding love again. During their 29-year marriage, Janelle seemed to get along well with Kody. During the many seasons of Sister Wives, Janelle seemed to be Kody's least emotional wife. That's why it was so surprising when things got so heated between the two. During Sister Wives season 18, Kody and Janelle fought bitterly over their children. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Kody wanted Janelle.
I did not want, and I knew that he did not want, to be stuck in the eternities with me. And I felt like that's what that was, and so I needed to let that go.
To throw her older sons out of the house because they weren't adhering to his viral mitigation rules. When Janelle refused, it eventually led to a massive screaming match at Janelle's new rental home, The relationship went downhill after that. Janelle was livid with Kody for how he was treating her children. He barely spoke to any of her children while enjoying close relationships with his children from his fourth wife, Robin Brown. For his part, Kody was mad that Janelle wasn't putting his needs before those of her adult sons. He stopped speaking to several of his older sons, and they never made up. Kody wasn't speaking to 25-year-old Garrison Brown when he passed away in March 2024. It got to the point where Janelle couldn't live with Kody anymore. Kody had long stopped being present as a husband in Janelle's life. With her children all grown up, he turned his focus more to his younger children with Robin.
Kept my faith, and I think I've kept a lot of what would be considered probably the LDS or the Mormon doctrines. I'm still in that realm. You know, I don't have to live plural marriage again. I don't know if I'll ever even marry again, but I've kept my faith. All of it's intact except for that whole plural marriage thing. I don't know about that. So just so that I'm sure I'm good, if I were to remarry, maybe it's worth getting a spiritual divorce.
He argued that the younger children needed him more, pointing out he was there when the older ones were little. This didn't comfort his other wives, and by the time Sister Wives season 19 aired, Kody and Robin were in an unintentionally monogamous relationship, raising their 5 children. When Janelle left Kody in 2022, she wasn't the first and wouldn't be the last. His third wife, Christine Brown, left him in 2021, while his first wife, Meri Brown, walked away in 2022. Since leaving, Christine and Meri have made finding love a priority. Christine has already remarried to David Woolley while Meri is actively looking. Janelle has been less eager to date again. During an interview on the Sibling Revelry podcast, the Sister Wives season 19 star said she'd never marry or date again. "I am done," she said, adding, "I love my single life." If I were to...
In my head, is this it? Or are we going to try to live plural marriage again?
remarry, maybe it's worth getting a spiritual divorce. Despite her comments, the Sister Wives season 19 star isn't committed to the idea of being alone forever. Later during the same podcast, she said she'd be open if something were to present itself. With her divorce and her son's tragic death still so fresh, Janelle may need more time before she's ready to dive back into the dating pool. Everyone moves at different paces, and just because her former sister wives are ready to date again doesn't mean Janelle has to be. In a sneak preview of an upcoming Sister Wives season 19 episode, Janelle talked about getting a spiritual divorce from Kody. Though they were never legally married, they were spiritually wedded at their fundamentalist church. Earlier this season, Meri went to their church and asked to be released from her covenant with Kody. Janelle didn't think she'd be interested at the time, but she rethought things. "I'm not dating, but if I found somebody, I would never want there to be a weird barrier in my head," Janelle said. "If I were to remarry, maybe it's worth getting a spiritual divorce. Of all of Kody's wives, Janelle is most likely to try polygamy again." The Sister Wives star often talked about how much she thought polygamy worked for her. She said she liked not having Kody around every night. She enjoyed the independence the lifestyle offered her. She liked that she had more moms to help raise her children while she went to work. Janelle may remember polygamy fondly, but the Sister Wives season 19 star should reconsider. It's possible that wanting distance from her husband was more about Kody. She found him to be very high maintenance when he was around, and they didn't have much fun together. If she were to marry someone she likes, she may want her husband around much more often. Kody Brown from Sister Wives once referred to Robin Brown as a diesel jeans model, a comment that likely strained his relationships with Janelle and Meri Brown.
I mean, it's been a challenge for me. This is what I thought I was going to be doing my whole life, but where are you at? How do you feel?
I feel like I've been slapped by polygamy. It's hard not to be bitter about the fact that I bought off on it and did it.
Began her reality TV journey in 2010, joining Kody's polygamous family as his fourth wife. Though her arrival seemed promising, tensions soon began to surface as Kody became more enamored with her. He gradually stopped caring for his other wives and started putting all his attention into providing for Robin. Kody also loved Robin's submissive personality, which made her stand apart from Meri, Janelle, and Christine's independent natures. As time passed, Robin and Kody grew closer, almost resembling a monogamous couple. They began to see themselves as the central figures in the Brown family. In 2021, Christine became fed up with the constant lack of respect and decided to leave Kody. Her departure also influenced Janelle and Meri to move away, leaving Kody in an exclusive relationship with Robin. Throughout the years, Kody and Robin have discussed the possibility of adding another wife to their family.
How do you feel about not being a polygamist anymore?
However, they have also considered embracing monogamy, especially since Robin believes it would be disrespectful to bring another wife into the family. Kody has always spoken highly of Robin, but his comments about her being a fashion model caused a lot of discussion on social media. Kody shared his initial impression of Robin when they first met, saying via Pop Psych, "I thought I was a total success. I had a diesel jeans model coming into my family in 2010 ... Kody expressed that having a model like Robin join his family was a major validation for him. He was thrilled that Robin chose to be with him, especially when other men from the church were interested in her. Kody mentioned that Robin had received offers from other people to marry her. Kody's comments about Robin being a diesel jeans model upset his other wives. Recently, Kody's now ex, Janelle, made some bold comments about the same topic. She revealed that Kody was excited
I don't want to be flippant with my answer, because we were devoted to this.
to marry Robin in 2010 because he believed he was marrying a diesel jeans model. Janelle added, "Kody has said, well, all of a sudden I met Robin and she's this diesel jeans model and she's everything I want." Janelle went on to say, "I'm thinking that's rich, dude," mocking Kody for making a big deal about Robin at the time. In addition to the sarcastic comment, Janelle shared more details, particularly about her feelings. She expressed, "We went through all the starving years, when I was holding my bra together with diaper pins and we were broke as broke," revealing that she faced significant financial challenges with Kody. Janelle felt that he ultimately found his happy ending with Robin. Another ex-wife of Kody, Meri, also shared her perspective on the same situation. She has been vocal about how Kody mistreated her when he married his fourth wife, Robin, who is apparently a diesel jeans model. Kody has repeatedly referred to Robin as a diesel jeans model, leading some to believe he may have insider knowledge about her career as a model. However, it is unclear if Robin actually had a career in modeling. Kody may be referring to her as a model simply because of her tall and slender physical appearance. A Redditor shared their opinion, stating, "Newskeeper Game 4160. I understood it was that Kody just thought Robin was so hot she could have been a jeans model." Robin and Kody have a 10-year age gap, making it reasonable to assume he found her youthful and attractive. However, no substantial evidence or photos suggest that Robin has pursued modeling professionally. It seems unlikely the Sister Wives cast member was ever a professional model. Sister Wives stars Meri Brown and Janelle Brown hadn't seen each other since their respective divorces from Kody Brown, but they recently reunited. For many years, Meri and Janelle were both married to the same polygamist husband. At his peak, Kody had 4 wives and 18 children in total. over the last few years, 3 of his 4 wives have walked away from the plural family, including Meri and Janelle. Kody now finds himself in a monogamous marriage with his 4th and final wife, Robin Brown. Meri and Janelle were never close when they were married to Kody. Though they helped raise a large family together, they didn't have very much in common otherwise. There was always a great deal of resentment among Kody's wives, in large part because he didn't always handle things properly. Polygamy is complicated, and Kody wasn't good at keeping his wives happy. Though Janelle and Meri are no longer part of the Brown family, they recently reunited during Sister Wives Season 19 to discuss a lingering financial matter. Could the 2 single moms possibly forge a new friendship? Meri was the first woman who Kody married. They tied the knot in 1990 and divorced in 2022, after 32 years of marriage. Kody's second wife, Janelle, joined the family just a few short years later, in 1993. They divorced in 2022, after 29 years of marriage. Though Meri and Janelle spent many decades married to the same man, the 2 women were never close. Meri only had 1 child, and tended to keep to herself. Janelle had 6 children, and she worked full-time, so she may not have had the broadband to get close to Meri. It wasn't just their schedules that kept the women from connecting. The Sister Wives stars simply had very different types of personalities, and they would never have been friends in any other scenario. Though Meri and Janelle were never close, they did respect each other. They both recognized that each woman was doing what she thought was in the best interest of the family as a whole. This value system was most on display when it came to family finances. Both Janelle and Meri worked outside the home and invested heavily in the family, with little to show for it. Kody and his 4 wives had bought land at Coyote Pass and had planned to build 4 separate homes on it. The hope was that their children would build theirs someday too. Sadly, the Brown family fell apart before they ever broke ground. The land at Coyote Pass became a symbol of the Brown family's dissolution. During the latest Sister Wives Season 19 episode, Janelle and Meri had a productive meeting, but they probably won't be pursuing a closer relationship. As Janelle said, Sister Wives relationships are really complex. Thanks for watching this video. What do you think about this video told on comment box and subscribe our channel.